This is verse 4, the book of Jude. Jude has intimated in the opening of this letter that he had intended to write a letter which would apparently have been more along the lines of a celebration of the salvation that his audience has enjoyed in Christ, but maybe something happened, maybe some kind of crisis emerged. A change of plan seems to be suggested here, and now he gives his really alternative stated purpose, which is found here. So we start out with per dousan. Actually, a couple of prefixes here. We have para, which usually means alongside, and then ace, a second preposition, which means into. The root of the principal verb there, duno, actually, which means down. It's the idea of getting down or crawling along the floor or along the ground, something like that. So you put that all together, and it has the idea of sneaking in, creeping in. You could think under cover of darkness, that idea, sort of a subterfuge, is in view. This pares dousan. This is the third person plural, aorist active indicative. So it's referring to individuals creeping in. Postpositive gar, for, they crept in. The indefinite pronoun tenes, this is the plural, means some or certain ones. That idea related to anthropoi. So we'd say so far, for certain men have crept in, sneaked into your fellowship would be the idea of it. And then hoi, going to describe these, it goes along with this nominative participle here. You notice it's in the perfect, so it's progegrammenoi. This is from prographo, to write beforehand, and it gives rise to the idea of something being established or ordained beforehand. This is indeed the perfect participle, further emphasizing that idea. So the having been written beforehand or having been ordained beforehand, adding to it of old, pali, an indeclinable adverb. So the of old, having been foreordained, would be the notion, or forewritten. Ace, preposition, takes the accusative. Here's the accusative of the demonstrative pronoun, tuto, to crima, into this judgment. So these have been ordained into this judgment is the idea. These men who have been creeping in, as he says. Then another descriptive term, that adjective here, the nominative plural. Asebes means ungodly, simply, without a godly character to them. Now the third descriptive idea is again in the accusative, tain, the, and then to theou, the of God. Which God? Our God, so hemon, so the of our God, and then charita. This is in the accusative. We have the grace of the God of us, and then metatithentes. It's a present participle, again in the masculine plural nominative, from metatithemi. Tithemi means to place or to put. Metatithemi means kind of changing it, as you put it there, a sort of distortion, and the idea is that the grace of God is being distorted, being morphed, as it were, into ace, and then another accusative here, aselgeon, which is simply a word that means lasciviousness or an open kind of disregard of the law of God. So the grace of God, the sense of it is being used as an excuse, a kind of cover to more or less excuse all kinds of lascivious behavior. So these people are distorting the grace of God in that way. They've sneaked in, they're ungodly. They've been foreordained to judgment, and that's the sense of it. And now he adds finally kai, and then tone, the accusative, monon, the only, and then despotein. We get the word despot from this. Usually, it could be translated Lord, actually, except the word Lord appears right here, so it'd probably be better rendered by something like master, so the only master and Lord. The fact that these two are stated together in this way suggests that both of them are referring to Jesus. Now, that's disputed by some. They want to say that the first word may be referring to God and the second one to Christ. That's a dispute that can be had, but it seems to me that it's more likely given the tight way it's worded here. The only despot and Lord of us, Haimon, the first person genitive plural pronoun, Jesus Christ, Iesun Christun, and then arnumenoi. Again, a participle. This is from arneomai. It means to deny, used somewhat frequently in the New Testament, usually referring to denying Christ and the consequences that might occur thereby. So these are the ones who are engaging in this behavior, and they are their only despot and Lord, denying, as part of the other complex of evil deeds that the author here is delineating for us.